always the star of the show, aren't you? Not that I'm complaining because you're one hell of a star to look at. So, what's it gonna be today? You want more of your cocky bastard teasing and taunting you? I mean, let's face it, you so enjoy things. You enjoy all the time we get together, don't you? I've gotten soft with you. Damn. You make me feel like I'm some kind of, I don't know, anything but a hero or a villain. You just make me feel alive, which is more than I can say for the rest of anyone I've ever met. You're something special, aren't you? Not bad, kid. Not bad at all. Honestly, why do you do all this to me in the first place? What is it you want from me? Come on, everyone wants something, don't they? I love you and I cherish you, but that doesn't stop me from being a selfish bastard. So what's got you sticking around? Is it my lovely can't get married now looks, or maybe my damaged goods, or what is it? You just take pity on me or something? Well, if it's not those things, then I guess I'll have to assume it's you are just as crazy as me. Maybe you're just as bad of a villain, too. I'm not so good at being a hero or a villain. Turns out both of them I fail at. When I try to do bad deeds, I feel bad for it. When I try to do good ones, I feel bad for those too. Where am I supposed to go? Probably just stay underground, buried, like the corpse that people seem to think I am. Isn't it all just ironic? How everyone wants me, in the worst way. They want my head on a platter, or they want me to rot in jail. And I don't even think half of them understand why. They just look at me and say, look, it's a bad guy. Let's get him. I'm not even doing things most of the time. Most of the time I'm just existing. Made me wonder if my existence is some kind of crime against humanity. Acting like I did this to myself. Does it look like I'd inflict these wounds on myself just for the fun of it? Sorry, but I'm more of a sadist than a masochist. And from that, you can deduct all the rest. I feel it even now. All the burning inside that I can't control. All because my dear old dad wanted someone perfect. He wanted someone to fight his war for him because he couldn't win it himself. He could never beat his rival. I don't want to be like that because I'm weak. And I admit it. I know I'm weak. And so what? But still, I have this hope for things, this idea that somehow through being close to you, I'll have a place in this godforsaken world that everyone else seems to hail as perfect. Either a perfect mistake or a perfect place in general. I can't decide where I stand. It's just some big ball of emotions that I don't want to tackle right now. You want to know why? It's real simple. I don't have time for that bullshit. I told you before, I'm a bastard. A bastard who, for better or worse, is madly in love with you. I wonder how we came to get here. Even when I think of it, it doesn't make sense. You getting tagged along with all this nonsense we faced way back when. I captured you, you were trying to capture me, and it was this big bullshit thing in the underground. I wonder why. Why things ended up this way, so complicated. Hey, I'm not complaining, it's just you can be a pain in the ass sometimes, you know that. Good thing I don't mind that. And I'm not such a big sadist as to make it all just some kind of cruel end. I could have given up a long time ago. Stopped, let up for just a moment, and burned myself alive. But I'm afraid I've got too much to live for now. And I'm sick and tired of people telling me I can't even dream. Or people shoving their own dreams down my throat. You're the only one I wouldn't really mind that. Yeah, you could even kill me if that's what made you happy. Because without you, I don't think I could go on, as sappy as it is to say. Hell, I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd even think it. But here I am feeling it. And as you know, us big, strong, burned men, we know pain. But love is a scary thing. You see pain, you get it every day. You get these horrible burns, and they feel like normal. They're just your everyday. Pain makes you feel like you're alive, not that you need it or like it. It's just there to remind you that you're human, you're vulnerable, you could die at any moment. And yet, you, with your goddamn love, you made me feel scared because I didn't want the inevitable. I wanted to delay it so long. I wanted to make every single move, every single feeling count. I didn't just want to accept it as me burning to death. I wanted to say no to my fate for the first time in a long time. Do you know what that feels like, kid? It feels like I'm different than before. And it scares me. I was talking to my buddy Hawks the other day. It was strange. He seems to be doing pretty well for himself, and he seems worse off than me. That always struck me as weird since he's on top of the world. He never really acted it. Must be some dark secrets that he can't tell me. Whatever, we all have that skeleton under the rug. I guess his, just the foot is left out and you can see it from a mile away. And what of it, though? I don't care. I want to help people, but I gotta help myself first. And you've made me so confused on what I want. Because you've given me so much to want. How am I supposed to be content with what I had before, when you go showing me how good can be? My entire existence, my purpose was to be a living sacrifice for people, and then you go and care about me. That invalidates the whole thing. It makes me feel when I've hardened my heart. You make me feel soft, and that's scary. Do I dislike you? Do I hate you? Never. I love you, and that's just it. That love for you makes me want to tease you, makes me want to pick on you, because I'm afraid of you. Ever seen that classic story of some elementary school kid who likes someone so they pick on them? I assume that's because of fear. They're afraid of what that meaning, that value that person has to them. How much sway they could have over their emotions, so they bully them. People always say it's to tell them that they love them, but it's not always. Though in my case it is. So, after everything, do you want to still be with me? Is this really the path you've chosen? Since at the same time I have to consider you a little bit silly. You could have had any guy, why choose the burnt to a crisp one with the sassy personality? Why choose damaged goods? I get it. You don't care about those things, do you? You see right through me. Every single time. I love it and I'm scared. I love you. And that's my most fearful phrase right there. And the fact that you say it back to me without even thinking about it, it scares me even more. In the best way, I guess you could say. I'm scared while being madly in love. If I had to pick something, I'd have to pick you. No matter what the case is, I'd choose you over every moral dilemma, whether it be the tram running over 5 or 1, or 1,000,001, or everyone else in the world in one. I don't care if that makes me a hero or a villain. They can all suck it for all I care, because you're the only one who stuck with me through everything. Even my family couldn't look at me. And the sad part is, if not for them, I might have learned to control it properly before it was too late. They doomed me. Do I resent them? No. No, I couldn't resent them, no. Instead, I just hate them. My dad, at least. I want to be the one to kill him, show him what he did. Not because of any other reason than maybe somehow it will make those feelings of mine valid. Those pains, those horrible things that I can't express well. Maybe the scars will just mull over and be scars instead of ripping open now and then. Then again, who's counting? What does it actually matter? I guess I've got you now, so I shouldn't complain. I shouldn't make unreasonable demands. You were a hero once. I don't think they'd stand by you anymore. Just because of what they view things, how they view it. And it's always so convoluted. I don't really like it. Those heroes and their tendencies to turn on each other like rabid dogs. It's never good. And every single time I think I can do something good, they perceive it as me trying to do some ulterior motive. In fact, the only people who can really trust me are the underground. And that's only because everyone else has given up on them. The poor fellow is just empty. They got nothing left to live for, and I'm trying to change that maybe as a poetic justice, to prove that I have something to live for too. To prove that I'm not just damaged goods. That I've got something to offer this world. No, to offer you. You're the only one that I love. And the only one who's ever loved me. You know, hindsight is 20/20. I realized so much I should have earlier. I realized you were special from the start, kid, but now I can see why. It's that big, stupid heart of yours. Every single time I try and distance myself from you, you just won't let me go. And then I wonder why. You're mine. But I've always misunderstood the why. I understand the how, maybe. Just a bit. But the why always confused me. Why me? Why are you so serious about me? I thought it was pity for the longest time, you know. I thought even if it is, I wouldn't blame you. Don't I look pitiful? I'm burnt to a crisp. A lot of people hate me. I'm viewed as a monster. What's not to pity, right? But then I realized it wasn't. You actually care about me. That's what I mean by the love being terrifying. I've never had that feeling before, and to just have it shoved at me so earnestly. It's hard to know what to do with it, other than accept it and try my best, which I've done in all accounts. There's nothing else I could try, really. I mean, what am I going to do if you left me? Go back to that way of living with sarcasm being my only escape. Yeah, that sounds about as nice as swallowing needles. I hate it. The idea of it. The idea that you could go away. In practice, I refuse to accept it. Yet in person, I think I love you too much to try and keep hold of you. That's why I always ask you if you're sure. Because I can't believe it, even though I do. It's a surreal fucking world, isn't it? Where even I can find someone who loves me. I'm glad I found you. And I wouldn't want you to be anyone else, you know. I don't care if I could have anyone. You're the only one I want. You're the one that makes my heart flutter. The only one, in my eyes, that I could ever see as a true hero. As much as I'd like to tease you right now, I think I'd rather go for some cuddles. If you're not too proud to cuddle me. You know, I still can't get used to all this. Being in touch with my feelings because of you. It's all your fault, you know. So you better take responsibility, you damn cutie. And honestly, you're gonna have a lot of work to do. Keeping me in check. Unless you don't really care about that. In which case, I guess we'll just run rampant, won't we? Not complaining, just stating facts. I love you very much. Now the question is, why don't you love you very much? Yeah, I don't think I haven't paid attention. I've been watching you from the very start. Of course I'd know. You're a dummy if you think that I would just accept it. I'm not self-deprecating like I used to be, thanks to you. And you give great advice, but you can't take your own, can you? You get stuck on it. You don't know how to do it because you think you're not good enough. Let me be the first to tell you, you do more than enough. In fact, without you, I could have never made it like this. Never made my life feel this complete. Because I wouldn't have had someone to share it with, to give me hope. And as much as I hate to see it, I needed this. You. Us. I can't tell you how much it's helped me. Because I don't properly have words for it. But even if I don't, I certainly have actions. How does it feel to be mine? I hope it feels at least half as good as it feels to be your man. The one who seems to make you feel this way. I still don't get it, but I love you still, just as much. Even if I don't understand how you fell in love with a bastard like me. Stop calling myself that. Well, I guess I could try anything with you. But doesn't my cocky bastard energy just make me that much more lovable? I'm confident even if I'm not. So it's good and bad and all around, isn't it? Who really cares? At the end of the day, we get to enjoy ourselves, don't we? Though honestly, you're like a light in the darkness, or the underground as it would be. I've missed you so much. Every single time you're even a room away, I feel that sadness of what if you never come back. Maybe it's a residual weakness since I know I'm so weak. I know I'm like the weakest man ever, but that's not the point. I may be weak as hell, but it won't stop me from being my best. It won't stop me from making these moments where I get to hold you just like this. And aren't I warm? Partially due to my power, my quirk, if you could call it that, burning away in my chest. I guess you could call it heartburn. No, what I think we should really focus on isn't just jokes or silly things. I want to focus on making you more mine. I see that look on your face. You're embarrassed, aren't you? And every time I nibble on your neck like this, you show me that lovely little face. And every time it just makes me want you more. I want to just keep teasing you. I want to drive you wild. Make you mad with love for me. And what's wrong with that? Who said I can't do it? 'Cause you don't stop me. You wouldn't dare stop me. Because you know you love me too. And while I know I might not deserve it all the time, you're an idiot who keeps giving it. Just like I'm an idiot who gives all of mine to you too. I guess we're perfectly suited for each other, aren't we? We're perfectly in sync. Perfectly the same. Yet so perfectly stupid. You have such a cute way of squirming, you know that. Each time I just do something basic like hold you, squeeze you tight where you can't escape me, or make you just a bit embarrassed, you start squirming like a little bit of a small animal, almost. It's like your energy gets smaller and smaller, and it just makes me want to tease you more, make you squirm more, make you mine more, and just make you feel that much more my captive. But in truth, I don't want you to feel trapped. As much as I may tease about it, I want you to be mine, and I want to be yours. I don't just want some half-assed relationship, because that's what the world is. A bunch of people in half-assed relationships that all get fake. They all mess it up, and I'm a lot of things. I'm a selfish bastard and a lot of other nonsensical things that don't make sense, but I'm not a liar. And I'll never start being one. So when I tell you you're cute, when I tell you you're attractive, when I tell you you're mine, I'm not lying even in the slightest. You're cute and you don't get a say in it. From now on, we're gonna make sure you get all those little secrets of yours wrapped up real nicely, and that you pay attention. Know that I'm not trying to fool you. Have a little confidence in yourself, why don't you? You're beautiful. Just the way you are, you know. And while I can't say I'm someone who is a good pinnacle of beauty, I want to look my best for you. Maybe I can get that whole sexy zombie look down, and then I can eat you up. Just like that. Oh, what's the matter? You seem like you're a little shy now. Don't get shy on my account. Oh, but I like it. You have one hell of a way with your little shy streak. Every time you think you're over it, every time you say something doesn't affect you, well, I guess it just makes me put you in your place, doesn't it? Not that I mean that in a disrespectful way, but damn, you're fun to tease. You're fun to tease into the ground. You know, with all of this, with how happy you make me feel guilty. I don't know if I deserve someone as wonderful as you, but luckily I'm a selfish bastard. So I don't give a fuck what I deserve or what I don't. I'm going to take you as my own every single time, every single day, and every single time you give me one of your doubts, I'll just wash them away with kisses, love, and my oh so addictive touch. Don't pretend now. You know you're crazy for me. Otherwise you wouldn't have stood still and let me play with you. Make you such a silly little cutie. God, I love you. Oh, yes. You're always gonna be mine. No questions asked. You got that. Just like I'll always protect you. I don't care what hero or villain wants a piece of you. I'll stop them because they won't be able to do more damage to me than I've already done to myself. That's the wonderful part of dating someone like me. Baby, you can't possibly worry when you got a monster on your side. Oh, come on now. You know me better than that. You know I'm only a monster if you want me to be. And I think you want me to be. You. I could get used to this. You always squirming, reacting to my actions. I tease you to no end. What's wrong? Have trouble speaking when your man has your tongue? I don't blame you, but it doesn't mean I'm going to let you off the hook that easy either. You're enticing me, inviting me, aren't you? Just like every single time. So I'll just make you that much more embarrassed. God, I love you so much. You won't be needing this. Or these. Just stay right where you are. Your monster is going to teach you a few lessons. Like why I make you squirm. And how to make you squirm more. Like I have a little guess that if I attack you a bit lower, well, we'll just have to do an experiment, won't we? Pretty tasty, aren't you? And it looks like things were correct. Squirming quite nicely. That's right. Just leave it all to your man. Ah, yes. Your scent. Your everything. Your flavor. It's all so perfectly mine. Maybe it's time you return the favor. Go ahead. I want to watch you as you do exactly what I want you to. Good. You know how to make me happy. You know exactly what I was implying, what I wanted from you. Yes. That's right. Oh, yes, just like that. Yeah. Don't get flustered now. We've only just begun. You don't actually think I'd let you be done halfway. We're not quitters here, are we? Oh, yeah. That's right. Still messy. You're the one who made it like this. Yeah, mine. My cute little obedient one. Who's a good little pet. That's you. Even though I say that, you're still quivering with excitement. Yes. Luckily, I feel exactly the same way. Oh, yes. Fuck. Fucking hell. Oh, yeah. We've been going at it for so long. I think you've almost had enough. Just kidding. As if you could get enough. ever. We were meant for each other, weren't we? My good little obedient little one. Oh, my pet. Nice, just like that. Oh. Where do you think you're going, cutie? You're not getting away from me anytime soon. You're all mine, and I'm going to have my time with you. Love and passion. You scare me with all of this, but I love you for it. I love the fact that you make me feel so much. And it's not just pain for once. No, it's so much better than that. Instead, I get to see you squirm and be embarrassed about a million different things. I get to know that I'm the cause of something glorious, even if it's something, well, that words can't say, or it's something that I wouldn't dare say aloud. Maybe I like all this goddamn time. Teasing, enjoying moment to moment, enjoying your reaction to every damn thing I do. I like the power over you, but I'm also happy you trust me so much. You're mine, you know, and I'm not giving you to anyone no matter how they beg or cry. You're mine for life, and I love it. I'll make sure to be like a good, wonderful caretaker, master, you name it. Whatever it is, I'll make your dreams come true. Unless you want me to, then, well, I could definitely let you take the lead sometime. Oh, what's with that reaction now? I guess you got even more embarrassed. I like that. Now I love it. Your reactions are something I live for, and I wouldn't dare let you live a single day without having a thorough go at loving. My loving, together loving, passionate, absolutely wonderful teasing sessions, and everything in between. You're my cute little pet until I decide you're not. Which, just in case you didn't know, you've got a life sentence to me. No chance of parole. No chance of any escape. You're gonna have to spend every second of every day with me. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna make it exciting. I'm gonna make it wonderful. I'll take every single dream you have, and I'll make sure I make them come true. I'll make you so infatuated with me you can't live without me. I'll be like a drug, the most potent, scary of kind. Like a monster who holds you so tight you could never, ever, ever escape me. And that's what I love about it. I love you, I love us, and I love what we do. Even if I was a villain once, even if I might have been a hero too, nothing ever changed. But with you, the world doesn't seem so dull. You give me a purpose, something I always desired, and a place where I feel like I'm at home. Shut up. I'm totally not sleepy, you. You can keep dreaming about it and